Hello, everybody. So I'm excited to share with you today a deeper dive into the Manifest mini course, what it's going to include, who it's for, who am I to teach it, why am I teaching it, and some really great stories about manifestation, my successes and even my losses, but they're relevant and helpful. So stay till the end because I'm also going to tell you about a special gift that I have in store for every single attendee of the Manifest course, the Manifest mini course. There is a special gift that will be sent to you very, very soon. And I'm going to give you the details and reveal what that is, because I've sort of alluded to it recently, but I haven't actually told you. So it's going to be very exciting. Now, if you're watching this on Instagram, please give me a like, please follow the page, join the community if you haven't already, to stay in touch for free meditation, spiritual gifts and goodies and offers and all sorts of exciting things that are coming up this month, this year and beyond. If you're watching this on YouTube, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for being here. And please like and subscribe. Please stay connected and comment down below. Any and all of those things also help to send me out to what I like to call the YouTubeNiverse, so I can connect with more like minds like you and me. So with that said, let's jump right in. I've got my notes to refer to sometimes because once I get chatting to you guys, I just love having a good chat. But I do want to get through some of this stuff, so I'll keep us on track. Now, I also wanted to invite you, anyone that's interested in doing or attending the Manifest mini course, let me know specifically what, pardon me, I get so excited I can't breathe properly. Let's take it down a notch. Let me know what you want included in the course, any questions that you have, points that you get stuck on, what trips you up in accessing the law of attraction, manifesting and manifestation in your own life. Is it limiting beliefs, blockages, feeling like you've had some successes and wins, but also it might be a bit hit and miss or inconsistent, or you've got some things that you want to just gain a deeper understanding around. Or you can feel a sense that fear or limiting beliefs are still holding you back a little bit and you want to know how to shift it. So let me know what you want to get out of the course, because I can and will adapt it and customize it for what you guys are most interested in. It's such a huge topic. There's so many areas of it we can cover, but in this 3-part mini series, this mini course, we are going to cover a lot and we're going to get to the core of it as well. So who is this course for? People who are ready. People who are ready for it. People who are ready but feel maybe stuck. And by that, I mean like ready to expand into the new areas and things you want to create and experience, whether that's in your career, your love life, your abundance, financial abundance, your health, any area. But there's a state of readiness within you, a willingness to open up and to do the work, so to speak. It's fun work, it's empowering work, and it's inner work, but it is powerful and it does require some sort of commitment. So people who are ready but might also feel stuck or limited or aware that their limiting beliefs are still holding them back a bit, whatever the case may be. It's also for people who are curious to learn more about the law of attraction, the laws of the universe. There's 12 laws of the universe. Law of vibration, law of attraction are the ones that we're going to focus on in this course, because that's most relevant to manifestation and using your deliberate intent and focus to build the life that you wish, to move towards your dreams and goals with more ease and grace and joy and synchronicity. And that's so much fun. It's also for people who have had, like I said before, some success, but it might be hit and miss as far as manifesting deliberate creation is concerned. So, and it's for open minds and like spiritually open people. You don't need to be spiritual. It's certainly not based in religion, like this course, this teaching, that the approach that I'm taking. But I am coming at this from a spiritual perspective, because that's the way that I live my life and that's the way I learn and grow and apply these things. So if you're not comfortable with the language that includes like talking about your spirit guides, your higher self, your soul plan, your soul contracts, and stuff like that, that's totally cool. But this particular course is not for you, because I am way out there with the woo-woo. Not really. I'm more grounded than I give myself credit for, but it is from a spiritual perspective. So yeah, whether you're ready, curious, you're wanting to dive deeper, you're wanting to expand, you're wanting to grow, you've got ideas and visions and goals, it's for you. It's for you. Let's do this. So why am I doing this? Why am I doing this? Well, I also just want to say that it's an amazing time of year, not just because like at any day, any moment, any minute, any time, we can decide now I'm going to make the shift. I'm going to move towards my goals and dreams. I'm going to align with that. I'm not going to let my fears or limits hold me back anymore. We can do that anytime. But in the fresh new year, it has a great energy to it, especially 2024. It's a year numerologically number 8. And that is a year where people go, gosh, that was so lucky. It's not luck, it's reaping what you sow. So ideas, goals, dreams, and passions that you've had burning away for a long time is going to be more able to be realized this year. You've got luck on your side. You've got the universe on your side. Also about reaping what you sow. So any hard work, any love, good energy, gratitude, all that good stuff that you've been putting out there. An 8th year is the time when you realize, like, you reap what you sow. You get back what you've given. It's a beautiful flow of energy, and it's a really powerful, beautiful, pivotal time for you individually and for humanity collectively. So it's a very important time to do this. Now, the reason why I wanted to do this is to empower you, because you can do this. Whatever your dreams are, your goals, and we're going to help you to solidify and crystallize and get clarity around what they are. You can get there. You can do it. I want to tell you about a quote that Marcus Aurelius had written in his personal diary that was found. This was just for his personal reflections and motivations, and he wrote something to the effect of, if a thing is humanly possible, consider it within your reach. If a thing is humanly possible, consider it within your reach. Nothing's impossible. If you can imagine it, you can have it. You can be it, you can do it. Yes, we've got to get out of our own ways. Yes, we've got to free ourselves of limiting beliefs, because fear and lack of confidence is possibly the only things that's ever held you back. But we're going to help to move through that, to release that. And I want to remind you, you can do the thing. You can do it. I want to inspire you. So I want to inspire you to know that you can do it, but not just in an airy-fairy way, with tools and strategies and tips that are tried and tested, and they work. And many of the greatest people throughout history have used them. Many of the people you admire the most, like public figures, whether it be Tony Robbins or Jesus himself or whatever, like certain strategies and tools that were taught in ancient times and modern times, used by ascended masters and modern day greats, people who are game changers, leaders, and beautiful people that you might not even have ever come across, but mothers and fathers and professionals who are reaching their goals. So these are tried and tested and scientifically backed strategies and tools. So, and also tools that I have used and seen to work. And I'm just a regular Joe Blow, and I can be very negative. I'm telling you that for a reason here, because some people who know me will say, no, you're a really positive person. Yes, I am, especially when it comes to other people. For other people, I can see their highest potential, their beautiful heart. I can see the most positive outcomes for them. For me, myself, I can be very negative. I can be very limited. I can limit myself. I'm working through that, an ongoing evolution, a work in progress, as we all are. But I'm telling you that because even with my, well, I need this and I want that and I love that and I want to create that. Oh, but I can't afford it. Maybe I can't. Maybe I won't. Maybe I shouldn't. Who am I to do that? That's for other people, not for me. All of my negative thinking, it doesn't stop me. It doesn't get in my way. It doesn't, like, sure, it might hinder or delay some stuff, but ultimately it does not stop me, and it does not stop the power of the law of attraction, because a positive thought is thousands and thousands of times more powerful than a negative thought. So you don't have to get it right. You don't have to get it perfect, but we can make so much difference in shifting your vibration and aligning you and getting you where you want to go, empowering you and inspiring you and giving you the tools that work, even if you're not going to be perfect at it, because who is? No one. So, and we're going to demystify. That's the other thing. I want to demystify the law of attraction, the science of spirit. I love science and spirituality coming together. And this is the time, this is our lifetime where it's happening. So I also want to help you understand how it works and deepen that awareness. So we will spend a little bit of time there because that helps to bring it, like, ground it, make it accessible, make it logical, make it like, oh yeah, of course that's there, of course I can do that, and help us to build our trust and belief and faith. So that's really good. But we're going to get out of the head and into the heart. So lots of people feel how you've felt. Lots of people feel how I felt, like I described before, the inner thought, the inner dialogue, that sometimes the inner critic that's like, oh, you can't, you're an idiot. Why, you can't do that? You're not smart enough, young enough, pretty enough, wealthy enough, resourced enough, whatever we come up with, all these things. But those thoughts do not need to stop you. So lots of people feel how we've felt before. They may feel confused, doubtful, blocked, or feel the sense of their limiting beliefs holding them back, hindering or stopping. And as I say, me too, absolutely. I know how that feels. And I know that we can shift it. We can shift it. And it's so much fun. It doesn't have to be hard. Spirit reminded me today, they said everything starts in the energy. Because lately, I've got things I want to create and do and explore and expand into. And I get tempted to hustle, push, force, strive, rush, race, and force from the place of, like, I suppose, ego, like, and I feel my spirit guides going, are you right there? And I'm like, I'm exhausted. And they're like, do you want some help? Do you want to remember the things that we've chatted about? I'm like, yeah, I know. And it starts in the energy. You've got to be grateful. Like, gratitude's so powerful. But I just got to do this first. I just got to push. I just got to, And they're like, okay. Lovingly, do it your way. But anyway, soon enough, I come back to the realization, everything starts in the energy. Get that right first, and everything else flows much easier. You can accomplish so much more in so much less time, with so much less effort, and so much more synchronicity and joy if you just let go and relax. But is that easy? No. No, that's not easy. But it is simple, and we can practice it, and we can build that trust muscle to let go and surrender. So we can shift it. Everything starts in the energy. So Spirit was saying today, it starts in the energy, then there's emotion, then there's mind, then there's the physical manifestation last. That is like bottom of the barrel, last port of call sort of stuff. Spirit said today, humans work backwards and upside down. They try and manipulate the physical. They try and manipulate and change their minds, like positive, pardon me, and I'm not putting down the power of positive thinking at all. Neither is Spirit, of course. But if we just work, we try to manipulate the physical, change our minds, change our emotions. That is powerful. That is relevant. But then often completely unaware of our energy. Whereas really, if we start with the energy, that's where it's at. That's where you can raise your vibration, and that will start to change and improve your thoughts, your mind, the mental landscape, the emotions, and the physical manifestations in your life. Not the other way around. Regan Hellier, amazing woman, she also talks about how, like, she was sort of pushing and striving and manifesting, and she met a teacher, a mentor, who said to her, yeah, but what are you doing about the energy? Reminding her it's 80% energetics, 20% action. So when we come at it from that way, we can take inspired action. Yes, action is required in this world. Yes, action is important, but it is 20% of your results. 80% is the energy underneath it. And you know this. Say, for example, anything you create, like even if it's a business, let's say, you could do everything right. Everything could look beautiful. But if the person is a ball of nerves, fear, doubt, limiting beliefs, they're probably not going to get a very good result. And if they do, it's going to be short-lived. They're going to burn out and they might self-sabotage unintentionally. So when you get the energy right first, then you're in a whole different game. Now, so this is where I come in as an energy worker, an energy healer, if we use that word, because I can raise your vibration. I can raise my vibration when I take the time to stop the hustle, stop the struggle, and breathe and work with my energetic tools and my practices. Within a pretty short space of time, I can get to a state of bliss and joy and gratitude, not just mental, like, yeah, I'm grateful for this, I'm grateful for that. And I feel, I should feel grateful because I am very lucky and I don't live in a war-torn country and suffer like so many humans on the planet do. And the reason I'm using that kind of train of thought is because that's still an okay place to start and good to have that perspective shift, but it's still in the mind, it's mental, and it's also a little bit shame-based. Like, I should feel grateful. I don't have the right to complain because I'm comfortable in so many ways. But we're going to get out of that mental gratitude, that guilt gratitude, that I should feel gratitude, and we're going to bring it into the heart. And that's when you feel grateful. You'll know you're there when you got tears of joy rolling down your face and you can't help but smile and you feel elated and buzzy and surging with good energy. That's the gratitude we're talking about. So anyway, as an energy worker, as an energy healer, I can raise your vibration and I can raise mine. I've practiced it many, many, many times. So that's where I can help. And I've also studied the law of attraction. I love the law of attraction. I love the nature of reality and consciousness. That's what I love. And law of attraction is a part of that. So I've studied it since my young years. In my teens, I had a vision board. I had vision boards and stuff like that. And my friends would sometimes make fun of me, like, oh, sweetheart, life doesn't really work like that. You don't just stick pieces of pictures onto cardboard and stuff happens, like, and they sort of mock me and stuff like that. But lo and behold, a lot of those pictures that I cut out and stuck on cardboard actually became reality. I'll tell you one. I had this vision board that I did, and it was fun and it was joyful. I'd packed it away with moving house time and time again. And later I found it. One of the things on that vision board, and this is a simple thing, but it's beautiful and it reminds us of our power and it built my trust. I wanted to travel with someone I loved. I wanted to travel with someone that it was fun and to travel an adventure and feel like a sense of freedom. So the picture that I cut out and stuck on my vision board was just a woman's feet and a man's feet in thongs standing on the sand with the edge of the ocean just sort of lapping up. So they were stood on the side of the water. So that's just a very simple image. But to me, it indicated travel, togetherness, fun, adventure, love, and exploring and freedom, and we were in casual shoes, like we weren't working, we were traveling, we're having fun, we're just exploring and enjoying places. Anyway, years later, I'm traveling with someone I love very much, a man I love, and I look down and we're standing by the ocean, and I thought, oh, that's cute, our feet together, and I just snapped a little photo. And then as I printed out all the photos from that travel, looking through, and then I'd moved house when I got back, and I found this old vision board and I opened it up and I saw that picture, and it was almost identical to the photo that I'd snapped. It's such a simple thing, but it's beautiful. So anyway, so I enjoy working with it. And like times when I say I see when it hasn't worked, what's the benefit in talking about that? Well, to be more accurate, it's not that it didn't work. Okay, so I wanted a real estate portfolio. I wanted to manifest abundance and wealth. And the opportunity arose and synchronicities were happening. I was traveling for work and I was in some different beachside country towns, which at the time were very affordable. And I was like, and the hotel that I loved staying in always had ads on the lift that was about, we've got apartments here available for purchase. This is a return on investment. And it all made a lot of sense. And I was in a position to go, well, I could make that happen. But my inner belief was like, oh no, that's for other people. That's not for people like me. I can't do that. Who am I to do that? And I didn't know that I was even doing that. I didn't realize I was thinking that. but that when I look back and reflect, I see exactly I was manifesting abundance. All these opportunities were flowing in, but I was like, and I felt excited and intrigued and grabbed, and it would highlight, highlight, highlight. But I go, but I can't. Oh, but I shouldn't. Oh, but I won't. Oh, not me. I can't. Who am I? And that's okay. That's okay, because as I grow and I have clarity to see that, which means I'm not as locked into my limiting belief now as I was before. Now I have children, and I just say that because the ongoing growth of my self-love has been supported and bolstered by becoming a mother, because like they deserve so much. There's nothing, I don't look at them and think they don't deserve to have a portfolio when they're older. They don't deserve to have investments. Oh, they're not good enough. That's not for people like them. I'd never do that to them. And they see me through their eyes of just love and like acceptance. And like, well, who are you not to? Like, they don't say that. I don't talk to them. They're 2 and 5. I haven't talked to them about investing yet much. But what I'm saying is I've realized through motherhood, I am valuable, and I need to know my self-worth to create the abundance for me and my family, and not hold them back, not hold me back, not hold us back. Why would I? They're divine, beautiful beings. They're souls having a life experience, and I want it to be rich in experience and fulfilling. And I want that for me too. So now I know I don't need to limit myself. I don't need to hold myself back. So hopefully there's something in that for you as well. It doesn't have to be through parenthood, right? It comes through lots of different ways, just through growing through our lives, deepening our sense of self-love, and knowing that it's the energy that matters and the inspired action that matters. And even if you miss the opportunity, doesn't matter. The universe doesn't care. Your soul doesn't care. It's like, oh, that was your one door. That was your one opportunity. And now you missed it. It doesn't work like that. They just open the next door down the hallway, and the next and the next and the next. You can't get it wrong. You just keep learning and having experiences. So it's a whole lot of fun. So also, I was laughing because, when I said, who am I to teach this course? I want to tell you about me as your teacher. But my inner critic did jump in when I was like, oh yeah, it's a great time of year to do this. I've got so much to share. I want to offer value. I want to support other people in their manifesting journeys, because I know how empowering and freeing and fun it can be. And it breaks my heart to see all of you incredible people not do the magical things that are in your heart and your mind and your vortex, like in your energy field. It's there ready for you to realize and experience and grow. As you grow and experience, the universe grows. So it's beneficial for everybody, for you to get out of your own way and to do it. And then my inner critic chimed in and was like, well, yeah, who are you to do that? Like, you don't live in a mansion, you don't drive a luxury car, you don't make millions of dollars. And these are today's standard measurements of value and success. I hate to say it, but it is, right? Oftentimes people think that is that like an opulent lifestyle of luxury is a mark of success. But is it really? Well, Michelle Obama says she's met billionaires, trillionaires, and it's still not enough for them. They're not satisfied. Tony Robbins says he works with the most, wealthy billionaires around the world. He's coached and mentored them. He said 90% of the time they're miserable. They're not happy people. So, having this opulent lifestyle doesn't bring happiness or peace. So is that success in and of itself? It's not wrong to want material wealth. And it is a form of success in some ways. But is it going to fulfill you and enrich you and make you happy or peaceful, which is probably the feeling that you really want? Is it going to make you feel like enough? Well, if you don't feel like enough now and today, you're not going to feel like enough no matter what your bank account. Spirit said to me one day when I was sitting in the chair meditating and complaining, I just need an island holiday. I need to get away. I just need a break. And they said to me, if you can't get happy, If you can't find bliss and peace in that chair right now, no island is going to give it to you. You will never find peace and bliss on any island. And they showed me a picture of me walking down this beautiful path lined with palm trees in a beautiful place, but my brow was furrowed and my jaw was tight. They said, no place. Like wherever you go, your mind comes with you. So anyway, when my inner critic was like, yeah, you can't teach that. You don't have a mansion yet. And spirit was like, my higher self was like, but do you want a mansion? And I was like, well, I don't know, maybe one day I do, but no, I actually don't, because I'd lose my 2 and 5 year old. Like even in a 3-bedroom house, I'm sometimes like, where'd you go? Where are you? Why is it so quiet? And then find a disaster. But I mean, if I was in a mansion, I'm sure I could afford a housekeeper and cleaner, because my mind was like, well, I don't want to clean and maintain all of that. But even I don't want a housekeeper to live with us either. I'm not trying to limit myself or be negative. I'm just saying, for my highest and greatest good and for my soul's desire and fulfilling my purpose and fulfillment and joy right now, I don't really want, if I'm honest, a mansion right now. And that's okay. So my inner critic is like, it's okay, have a wally pop, sit over there, we're going to have some fun and create some magic. But I have seen it work. I've seen it work for me for my highest and greatest good, and in the funnest ways. One of the ways that the law of attraction has worked for me is that, okay, so about 10 years ago, I had a business in a beautiful, busy beachside town in the heart of Sydney, and a thriving business in a great location. That location, then, like, all these things happened where the rent doubled overnight. It wasn't aligned anymore. The energy didn't feel good anymore, and it just was time to move on. I was living at home with my mum at the time while I was building the business in those initial 3 years. And so what I needed to do was move out of home and move my business and furnish a new home and find the new location for the business that was going to be close enough to this town that my clients would follow me. So I couldn't move too far. It's an area called the Northern Beaches, one of the most expensive places to live in the world. And I was like, how am I going to afford like a place where I can live and work? I would like to work from home. I want it to be close to Manly. I want it to be close to that area, but not in Manly. And I want it to be sort of quiet and peaceful, but I still need to be in a hub. Like I still want to have some exposure and in a strip of shops, but I do want it to be a private sanctuary. But I need it to be affordable for me right now. And so that was, and I want it to be close to the beach. And I want it to have floorboards and picture rails and charm and light. I need light. It just needs to be the right thing for me now. But how can I do that? So the checklist seemed kind of impossible. My friend, my dear friend, if you're out there, B, I love you. I always will. And I'll always be grateful for you. So my friend, heavily pregnant, haven't seen each other for a little while. Let's catch up at DY Beach, have an ice cream and chill the F out. We're both a bit stressed. Let's just chill and catch up. So as the conversation went on and I was telling her about my situation, she said, look, we haven't told anybody just yet, but listen, we've just bought a cafe in Coco, which is a suburb just near Manly, near the beach, great following, great little strip of shops, beautiful community. It actually has a home at the back, a house at the back. She said it's simple, it's basic, but it's there and it's affordable and we'd be more than happy to have you. So from there, everything just clicked into place. Everything I needed. So I'm like, oh, well, I don't have that, or I can't find that. The universe go, here, have this, signage, the right furniture, the right this, the right that. Everything just went click, click, click into place in a magical way. A week before I moved into that place, I don't know what I was thinking, but I hadn't organized removalists. I did have 2 muscly friends who were very kind and helpful, and they were going to help me. One couldn't make it last minute. The other one also had something come up and they couldn't make it last minute. But a week beforehand, I met the love of my life, my now husband, and he was like, hey, I've got a ute. I'll help you move next weekend. He didn't realize that he meant help, like not be the removalist. But he showed up with his ute, and I was like, these other people that were helping couldn't come. And he was like, right. So he called a friend, and they moved the business, went to my house, moved the house. Anyway, and then he never left, pretty much. So everything was clicking into place in such a beautiful way, despite some of my negative, like, oh my God, how am I going to afford this? I can't afford this. What's going to happen? Where am I going? Like fear and negativity. But my dominant vibration was like, I know what I want. I'm sending it out there, and it's alignment, and it's time, and I had the universe's support. The universe had my back. So anyway, I've seen it work for home, for love, for business solutions, for feet in the sand on a holiday. I've got my soul partner, my husband, my love of my life, my twin flame. It's not always easy just because he's my soulmate. You know that you're married to your soulmate, are you? Is it always easy? No, but that's okay. We love each other and we grow together. So I've seen it work. I've seen it work, and I've seen opportunities that were amazing that came to me that I let fear overcome me and I said no to, but the opportunity came back again later, if it's meant to be, if it's aligned. Like I got a job on the Queen Mary 2. It was its maiden voyage on the 5-star day spa, Canyon Ranch, a beautiful 5-star spa retreat resort throughout America, and they have locations on cruise liners. So through this synchronous meeting and event, I got in touch with the owners of Canyon Ranch and got to have an interview, and I got through, and I would have been on the maiden voyage, but I pulled out. I let fear get in the way, and I didn't realize what I was even saying no to. The day I was doing sales repping for a skincare company, I was going on a country trip down south. They said, you better leave early because the Queen Mary 2's in town, so the traffic getting through the city might be tricky. And I thought, oh, like I was going to get a job on there. Is that a big deal? Like I didn't even know. And they said, yeah, it's kind of a big deal. And when I drove past, I looked at the ship. I was like, oh, that's what I said no to, like a voyage of a lifetime, traveling around the world. And those people that did the maiden voyage and worked those initial years on the Queen Mary, they made a lot of money and had a lot of fun. But lo and behold, when I was 26-ish, the opportunity came into my lap again. It just so happened the recruiter for that company at the time was based in Sydney, nearby me, and conducting interviews in Sydney. And we hit it off, and I got a job, and off I went, and I did it. And it was great. It was the global financial crisis. We didn't make a lot of money so much, but it was an amazing opportunity. And I met amazing friends that I'm still connected with today, 14 years later, whatever. And I would have met them earlier, which is interesting. Like one way or another, they were going to come into my life, and they've had positive impact. But the opportunity did arise again because it was meant to be, and it was great. Anyway, so even if we say no, we lose opportunities, don't worry. It's not a one and done thing. But anyway, so I've seen it work. I've used it deliberately, consciously, and accidentally, which has been fun. I've seen the power of the synchronicity and the intuition. And as someone myself who's in touch with my intuition, and I respect the importance of intuition, the importance of your intuition, because it can help you tune into your dream life. Now, why is that relevant? Why is intuition relevant in manifesting law of attraction? Because Spirit said to me, dream lives aren't built from logic alone. It's from intuition. What's intuition? It's the soul and the higher self and your heart's desire whispering to you, calling to you, and speaking to you through your intuition. And if you listen to it and act on it and learn to discern it, your life is going to be very fulfilling. I'm going to say something quite bold and maybe controversial, but if you do not listen to your intuition, your soul and your heart and your higher self, if you don't find a way to connect with yourself and your purpose, you will be frustrated and unfulfilled. No matter how far you go in your life, how much success you acquire or things you acquire, there will be something inside that feels unfulfilled or unhappy. It's not about happiness that comes and goes. It's a contentment. It's a peace. that only intuition can lead you to, that only your soul can lead you to. So I can help you discern your intuition from all the other noise, all the other voices in your head. And let's be honest, everybody does have multiple voices in their head. Fear normally gets the loudest, disguised as practicality or logic oftentimes. But I help you to listen and hear your intuition, to decode it and to understand what it's saying, and to trust it and to apply it through inspired action. So I can help guide you in that way. So as an energy worker, I can raise your vibration, which is going to align you to your dreams, with your dreams, because that's what it's all about. Yay! Raising your vibration. Raising your vibration, because Spirit said emotions inform your dreams. Like, how do you, whatever you think that you want to be, to do, to have, to create, to experience, what you really want is to feel how you think you will feel when you have that thing. And how you get that thing is by cultivating that feeling inside of you now, like it's happening now, and be grateful for it now, so that you can broadcast that frequency and signature out into the universe that is listening to you, that is responding to your emotions, your feelings, your vibration, not your thoughts, not your inner dialogue. It is responding to your vibration. So your dreams are informed by your emotions. Emotions inform your dreams. Your visions include good feeling circumstances, and usually, if we boil it down, it's about love. Feeling loved, accepted, or in love, or with love, or having love. I don't necessarily mean romantic love. I just mean all forms of love. And you know, Spirit said, whenever we're envisioning like what we want, it's never like, I want to work long hours and just have a bit of dullness about my work, like not passionate or excited, just like mediocre, you know, and maybe an annoying boss, and can't really afford to travel very often, and come home to like a disconnected relationship. That's what I want. Does anyone ever manifest that? No. We always want good feeling situations, good feeling work and freedom and experience. So you need to get on that good feeling frequency, which is about 500 frequency, 500 hertz and above, which is love. No. Now, okay. There's like, excuse me, I just need a sip of water. Thanks for staying with me. Let's keep going because I got fun, juicy stuff to still share. The frequency of shame is like 20. The frequency of guilt is 30. The frequency of fear is 100 hertz. Anger, 150 hertz. Courage, 200 hertz. So up the pyramid of emotions, the vibrational scale of your human emotions, from shame and guilt, like down low, all the way up to enlightenment, which is 700 hertz. And love is like 500. Peace is 600. So in your human experience, you're going through that whole spectrum. You have access to all of those frequencies, all of those vibrations. They all have their relevance. They all have things to learn and to share and to teach you. But as far as manifesting is concerned, you want to get into a higher vibrational state that matches the feeling of what you're wanting to create. And what you're wanting to create is usually rooted in love, peace, and joy, which is 500 and above. So that's where we're going to take you. I'm going to help to support you to raise your vibration. And so, courage, 200, is the turning point. And I just highlight that here because it does take courage to manifest. It does take courage to face your limiting beliefs and your fears. It does take courage to own your dreams, to step into that reality unapologetically, even with programming of society from parents and their expectations. And even the most loving parents will like ultimately want the best for their children. But there's been plenty of children, grown-up children, who radiate joy and success and abundance, and their parents actually shy away. Oh, you think you're better than us now. Oh, look at you. Oh, who do you think you are? They don't mean to do that, but like the light of that radiance kind of highlights the parts of them that they don't feel proud of themselves or enough, and without meaning to, they shut down their children's dreams. Like, can you imagine? So even the people, the friends, the family, the colleagues, the loved ones that care about you might shut you down, and they don't mean to do it, but you can own your frequency, raise your frequency, move towards your dreams. You can do it. So what to expect in the sessions, let's have a look at that. In this Manifest mini course, it is going to be 3 sessions that are approximately 75 to 90 minutes each. About half of that's going to be discussion and teachings and tools and strategies. The other half, approximately, is going to be an energy work, an energy healing, an energetic healing guided meditative process to clear away limiting beliefs, blockages, fear, doubt, or lack of self-worth or self-love. We're going to wash that away like an energetic shower, and we're going to raise your vibration. So number one, we're going to cut it down into 3 basic steps that are going to be covered. Number one, step 1, clarity and ownership. So you're going to get clarity on what you truly want, and be honest with yourself about why and where that desire is coming from. Your ego to feel like enough, or from your soul's expansion and purpose and joy and creation? Which is it? We're going to get clarity, and we're going to get ownership. So regardless of external programming from parents or society or teachers or life, limiting beliefs and blockages in your subconscious, we're going to identify and clear those. So clarity and ownership of what you want. Becoming, number 2, step 2, becoming a vibrational match to your dreams and your goals and your wishes and your heart's desire. We're going to raise your vibration. Step 3, map a map to light the way, to light the path, so that you can walk clearly with confidence and more trust. Confidence in yourself and trust in the universe. Trust in yourself and trust in your ability. Trust in the signs and synchronicities that are going to rise up to see you, to meet you, to guide you. And you're going to have a stronger intuition, stronger clarity, and your map to your goals is going to include tools and strategies, applicable strategies to make it happen. Not make it happen, we're not like white knuckling it. To surrender and peacefully, joyfully let it happen. Magnetize towards it. Become a magnet. We're not going to chase. We're not going to run. We're not going to push. We're not going to force. We're going to be like a flower, and the bee is like, well, maybe that's not a good analogy, because I'm like, bee. You're going to be the pollen. You're going to be the flame to a moth. You're going to be you're going to magnetize and draw to you the people, the experiences, the opportunities that you need to get where you're going, to live your dreams, and it's going to be great. Now, I'll hold you accountable in a loving but firm way. I'll be holding you accountable with a little bit of homework, and I'm going to be helping you to be honest with yourself about what you want, why you want it, and where that's coming from. And I'm going to be here to support you through it all, because as we move towards our dreams and goals, it can bring up all your stuff. You know what I mean by stuff? All your stuff. So I'm going to be here along the way to support you. And you made it this far. Thank you for being with me. Now I get to tell you about the gift, the present, the exciting gift that I have for you. Every person who does the manifesting mini course is going to receive, before we start, the manifestation planner, the manifestation journal. It's a digital journal, a digital planner. You can print it out if you like. I'm going to print one. I'm going to have my digital one as well. And it's a tool. I'm going to tell you more about it. But it is a tool. It is a workbook. It is a journal, not just any journal. Oh, no. It has the tools and the strategies and the processes that I'm going to teach you in a workable form. It's got gratitude practices. It's got checks from the universe that you're going to fill out and put in your wallet, which is great, just like Jim Carrey did with his $1 million check that he realized soon enough. It's full of like 70 plus pages of absolute value that's going to keep you on track, that's going to help you to write down and bring out of the ether, out of your potential, out of your soul's energy into manifesting in the physical reality and actuate your dreams, realize your dreams. It's going to be a very powerful tool that could potentially change your life, and I'm gifting it to you for free. Well, almost for free, because it's through Etsy and they don't like to give freebies. So I've given you a huge discount code. So your investment, and I think there's some good in this because we value what we have an exchange with. It's going to cost you about $2.50, practically nothing. You can't even get a coffee for that. So $2.50 is my invitation to you to access that discount, get your manifestation planner. It's going to be a workbook that we use throughout this course and throughout this year, and it is not defined to just 2024. So you can wipe the slate clean and use it for years to come. You can use it on your iPad, on your desktop, on your phone. I find the iPad the easiest and the desktop. The phone's good too, but it's a bit smaller, and I'm sort of at a point where I like to see it bigger. So you can use it on any of your devices. You can even print one out if you like. It's going to cost about $30 because it's like 70 beautiful pages, but you can also change the cover to your taste. But I've got so many beautiful covers for you to choose from. So what you're going to do with that, and I really want you to get value, I do want you to have it for free. So what I'm going to do to overcome that $2.50 kind of charge that you are going to invest, but it's going to be, I tell you what, going to give a good return on investment. But toward the end of the course, I'm going to record with Spirit, I'm going to channel an abundance mindset energy healing meditation that's going to be shorter than the ones that we do in the course. You can access it quickly and easily. I'm going to sell it through Etsy and through the website for anyone that wants it, but you're going to get it as a free gift to listen to on a regular basis as and when you need, ongoing, to help your manifesting journey. So you're going to get a digital download of a manifestation planner, which is going to be really life-changing. You're going to get an abundance mindset energy clearing healing to have, to keep and listen to time and time and again. So you're going to have those two gifts to you, available to you, plus a $10 voucher to spend in my Etsy store, because at the moment it's got lots of great little gifts and tools and things that you can use, gifts for friends, gifts for your own spiritual development, but I'm adding a lot of stuff to that in the coming weeks and months. So you can have a $10 voucher to put towards any of those tools. Some of those things are going to be like energetic healing maintenance, healing rituals, abundance rituals, manifesting rituals, meditations, healings, like so many things. So there's a lot coming. So you get those beautiful gifts. And how to sign up? Good question. So I'll finish by telling you that. How do I sign up? How do I sign up? Well, I'm so excited to have you on board and to have you with me for these 3 series. And so it starts on Tuesday, the 23rd of January, recorded at 10:30 a.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time, Daylight Saving Time, I should say. You can join me live if you like, and that would be lovely. But you can access, whether you're joining live or not, most people are accessing the recordings after. You can have that to keep forever and re-watch in your own time and time again. Especially wonderful because those guided energy healing and energy work processes, you're going to want to do them more than once. So I'm glad for you to have that recording to revisit time and time again. So Tuesday 23rd of January, Tuesday 30th of January, and Tuesday 6th of February. So once a week for the next 3 weeks, essentially, it will be landing in your inbox. And in future, if you're watching this at a future point in time outside of January 2024, you can absolutely go to my website and access those recordings and undertake the mini course and access the workbook, the planner. That's going to be available into the future. So the link, I'm going to link below in the comments to the booking page for this mini course. It's also on Instagram in the bio. So you can click the link in the bio. You can click the link below if you're on YouTube or Facebook or anywhere else. You can pay with PayPal. You can do card secure payment with card or PayPal through the website. You can pay a 50% deposit up front, or you can pay the full amount. So either way is fine. The full amount at the moment is $59, and that is less than $20 per session. So a really great investment that's going to pay great dividends. Now, so you can join live, or you can catch the recordings after, or both. It's an investment that could change your life. And I'm so glad that you've been with me today to hear what I've had to say about it, to talk about manifestation, one of my favorite subjects. And I can't wait to hear all of your success stories in the future, all your synchronicity stories, because that's what happens when we raise your vibration, when we do this inner work, when we set clear intentions. The universe starts to conspire in your favor, and it will be magical to see what happens. Let me finish with this last story. If I haven't told you this before, if you've been with me before, you might have heard. It's just another simple but sweet, cute example of how the universe works in cheeky ways. I needed new chairs for my treatment healing space. Good chairs, attractive chairs, can be expensive. And at the time I was like, I don't really have the money for that. So again, limiting belief, whatever, doesn't matter. Can't get in my way, can't get in your way. But I was like, I need new chairs for the treatment room. I want them to be like a little bit antique-y, what are they called? Queen Victoria feet, or Queen Anne, like those cute little curved wooden feet at the bottom of the chairs. I wanted them to have that sort of character. I wanted it to be gold or nice fabric. I want it to be a bit vintagey or Art Deco. I wanted it to be comfortable. It's got to be comfortable because people are doing healing work, energy work. But I don't really have the budget for it right now. So where's it going to come from? So the next thing, I'm driving my son to daycare. I take a little turn that I didn't normally take for some reason. I didn't really know why, but I was like, yeah, we'll go this way today, just for a change. And catching the morning sun, glistening, are these beautiful golden chairs, 2 of them, with a sign on them that says free. It wasn't a council cleanup. They didn't stink. They weren't wet. It was a sunny day. It hadn't rained. They were in pristine condition. They were gorgeous. And so I dropped my son at daycare. I went back down the hill. They were sitting there. They may as well have had my name on them. They were exactly what I described that I wanted. So I popped them in the boot. I went home, and there you go. And it's just so funny, like just the way that it works sometimes. And it works so easy with the little things because I didn't have resistance around, like, because if you're trying to manifest the love of your life, or the mansion, or the $1 million, or these days with inflation, that's not very much, but like 5 million, 50 million, whatever it is that you want to manifest that feels big to you, or hard, or like more unimaginable or something, you have more limiting belief, you have more thoughts, resistance, more things to kind of like work through and get out of your way with. Whereas when it's something simple, like a chair, like a new dress, like a new pair of shoes, like whatever, it just comes. Like I need a new booster seat for my son. He's growing out of his child seat in the car, and he needs like more of a booster. But they can be expensive to buy and install and stuff like that. But anyway, we've got to get that for new seats for the kids. So I went around to my friend's place. She's not well with COVID. I brought a little Christmas gift and topped it up with some bone broth and green juice and stuff to help her to feel better. And as I arrived, she said, hey, do you want this? There was a seat, a booster seat sitting at her front door. Not a crappy one, like a really nice one in pristine condition. She just got it back from her family member. Her dad like details cars and is in the car industry and business. So he detailed it and cleaned it fully. So it was like as good as new. She said, hey, do you want this? I'm getting rid of it. I said, hey, do you want some money for it? She's like, no, I would just be glad for you to take it. And so just by living my life and doing a simple thing, and seeing a friend, there was the exact thing that we needed that day. Like, just funny little things. It's good fun. So we practice with the little things to build up the trust muscle, to watch the magic and the way that life can unfold for us, so that when it comes to the big stuff, you've got the confidence, the trust, the clarity, the knowing, the experiences to play with it more and more and more. So you're going to expand and grow this year in ways that you're yet to realize. You don't need to let your fears hold you back any longer. You have your spirit team, your higher self, your soul plan at they're the wind in your sails. You've got luck on your side. This is a dragon year. This is an 8 year. There is nothing holding you back anymore, except for maybe yourself. And that's normal, that's human, but we're going to work through that and free you of it now more than ever before. I'll see you inside. Let me know if you've got any questions or comments. Please tell me in the comment section below, or you can send me a private message. I'm also available for energetic healing, one-on-one sessions if you feel like there's something that you want to specifically target or work with or work through, so that we can sit with your spirit team and customize your session as well. So anyway, bye for now. Lots of love and see you soon.